everybody.
Hey, Skywalkers.
Guess what? It's Richard's birthday.
Welcome, and we're inviting you to the party.
Yeah. We are so excited. It's been a long, fun day.
Yes, I said to cap it all off, let's record. Let's
Yeah.
share the birthday with the Skywalkers.
That's
I
right.
think these last couple of years, we've done recordings on my birthday.
That sounds about right. You like to do that.
Yes,
By the
I
way,
do.
Mom is weighing in.
Well,
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Pierre Kelly as well.
Thank
Excellent.
you. Much appreciated.
Oh, and Nick. Hey.
Well, look at this.
That's so exciting.
I should have a birthday every year.
All right, where's your cake?
Well, we have Neiman Marcus cookies.
I made you cookies.
Yes, that's all. In fact, we visited someone today who was going to give us a big, giant, very expensive birthday cake at another party.
That's right.
But it's like, no.
We had nothing. We couldn't do anything with it. It was very odd.
Yeah, it was very big, and they spent a pretty penny on this cake.
Oh yeah.
What was it? The icing wasn't icing. It was fondant.
Oh yeah, fondant, and it was in the shape of like the Disney castle.
Yeah, it was a beautiful cake.
It was.
And I'm sure it cost at least $75.
Oh, $300 easily.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a wedding cake quality cake.
Yeah. Then they offered it to us, but we knew if we took it, we would eat it.
so we didn't take it. Meredith also wishing you happy birthday. Hey Meredith, hope you got safe home. And it was nice seeing you this past week. Yay.
Well, thank you for the hey birthday.
Yeah. Aw. Love it. Yeah. Well, I know this is a surprise recording. We didn't really schedule it in advance. So thanks all of you who are tuning in. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having a good time. Yeah. So in the main body of the episode, our main segment, we're going to talk to, and we'll get into this in a couple of minutes, talk to BJ Priester, who is a law professor who goes in all through the ins and outs of this public domain mess. It's a really, really fascinating conversation.
And we did record it live, so some of you already have heard that conversation.
Including...
That's right.
Skywalker Academy.
Woohoo!
I don't look a year older. I never do.
No.
Like every what?
Yeah, baby cheeks.
8 or 9 years I look older.
It's your hair that makes you look older, I guess, because kids are always like, you have gray hair. Yeah. That's very cute.
Well, good. As long as you think so, then we're all good.
It is. It's a Han Solo hair. Look at that. Very nice. Okay. Aw.
All right, and then we'll talk about the Run Disney race.
Yeah, the Run Disney race I just did. I may have my medal right here. Ooh, but we'll show it off. In a little bit.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. We're just too darn excited, and we're just too darn loud.
I'm afraid you're just too darn loud. Okay, I am gonna hit record right there.
Okay.
And you are gonna clap.
Okay.
This is what you can look forward to on episode 447 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! Just because you can use Mickey and Minnie, does that mean you should? If you do, you just better make sure you know all the legal rules. And we're going to get you all caught up on that. But first, we want to welcome you to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski. But now, everyone, please say hello to my sweetie wife, Sarah, who just made my recent birthday very special.
That's right. I made you some cookies.
Yes. Today is my official birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I've had other official birthdays, a great many of them. But Sarah made the one this year very, very special.
Yes. Well, we also want to say Happy New Year to all our Skywalkers and happy birthday to Richard. And if you are joining us, we are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, and pop culture fandom. So imagine a big Wookiee hug from us. Maybe a birthday Wookiee hug, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And a little sprinkle of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers. And we are live on the YouTube channel right now, the Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel right now. And if you haven't already, and if you want to give Richard a huge birthday present, please subscribe and then click the bell to turn on notifications for when we go live.
I don't ask for much.
That's true.
I just want people to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I put out the post earlier today on Facebook, and many of you have said, okay, we can wish you a happy birthday. Subscribe.
Yeah. And people are wishing us happy birthday in our Sky Chat right now. Backed, it was awesome to see you over the past week.
Hey there.
Yeah, and Don Glover. And Patty is wishing you a happy, merry un-birthday, which means it is your birthday.
Yes, the one un cancels out the other un.
Don, thank you. Very cute.
Thank you, everyone. That means so much.
It does. All right, in this episode, we are really excited. We invited law professor and our friend, BJ Priester, to discuss the ins and outs of public domain and trademarks. It has now been 95 years since the introduction of Mickey and Minnie Mouse and Tigger, which means that anyone can use these characters without the consent of Disney. However, it is a bit more complicated and much more fascinating than that. So BJ helps break it all down.
You're going to love this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world. And best of all, their service is free of charge. So head over there to smallworldvacations.com for a no-obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you. All right, now we are recording this from Long Beach, California on January the 16th, 2024.
Woohoo!
Mhm.
Well, what happened, Richard, today in Star Wars history? Not your history.
I already told you I was born. Oh, not my history.
Not your history.
Well, wouldn't it be really fun if another big person was born on this day?
Yes.
Yeah, well, guess what? Another big person was born on this day.
Who was it?
Looks like I share a birthday with Lin-Manuel Miranda, who was born on this date, January 16th, 1980.
Oh!
So a happy 44th birthday to Lin-Manuel. And he's a couple of years younger than me.
He's 1 year older than me. Wow.
Yeah, you're wondering, how does Lin-Manuel Miranda, how is he associated with Star Wars?
I'm not wondering. I know.
Oh, I know. He wrote 2 tracks for the Force Awakens soundtrack. He wrote Jabba Flow and Dopra Doompa. And both of these were written in Huttese.
Wow.
And you can hear these in Maz Kanata's castle in The Force Awakens.
So not only does he write in Spanish sometimes, he writes in Huttese.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's very versatile.
Yes.
He's bilingual.
Trilingual?
I think he's more than that. I don't know. The man is multi-talented. But now, are you wondering, how did he get this gig?
Tell the Skywalkers.
Well, Lin-Manuel met J.J. Abrams at a Hamilton performance, and he jokingly said, hey, if you need any Cantina music for episode 7, I'm your guy. And J.J. looks up and goes, I do need music for the Cantina in episode 7. John Williams, he doesn't want to write that part. So smash cut to a few months later, and Lin-Manuel he's writing the music for Moana. But every spare second, he and JJ are writing this music for episode 7.
Amazing. And I have to say that I knew all that already because I read Today in Star Wars History.
Well, then
Part 1.
You are educated then.
Yes.
Now, for the Rise of Skywalker, Lin-Manuel also wrote a song for the scene on the desert planet Pisana.
Okay.
Where you have you see the puppet show?
Yeah.
And all those fun characters. He wrote the music for that. And he has a cameo as a Resistance pilot for the Victory Celebration finale.
That's right. I remember seeing him.
Yeah. Now he's all over the place. So he's now indoctrinated in the Star Wars universe.
Yay.
So me and Lin-Manuel, we share a birthday.
Awesome.
It's like we're twins, but separated by many, many, many years.
That's awesome.
All right, with that, let's now get into things we want to share. Let's run right over to that.
Oh, I see what you did there.
So, Sarah, you did a thing last weekend.
I did. Oh my gosh. Okay, the first Run Disney race in 7 years just happened in Anaheim, California. It was the Disneyland Half Marathon weekend, and it happened at the Disneyland Resort, and I could not have been more thrilled. Now, what happens on these marathon weekends is they have a 5K on Friday morning, a 10K on Saturday morning, and a half marathon on the Sunday morning. Also, they have yoga in front of the castle like the Thursday morning before all of that.
And usually we do like all 3 of them or maybe 2 of them.
Yeah.
This year, you did 1 and I did none.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not for me anymore.
It's true. Yeah, so I just did the Disneyland 10K on Saturday morning. I knew I wouldn't be up for a half marathon quite like prepared yet. Honestly, the half marathon, what scares me about that is just the training for it. It's just a lot of time to do that, especially in the month of December, right? Which is our busy month. So I just committed to the 10K, and I'm very glad that I did because my legs were kind of hurting on Sunday. I'm like, ooh, glad I didn't run a half marathon on that day.
All right, so what are the pros of Run Disney?
Well, first of all, the Run Disney Expo is back. And if you are a runner or a walker or doing any kind of physical things, they often have a lot of booths of other sellers that are selling fun things that are all about running. Like they have shoes, they have all kinds of things, socks, all kinds, and massagers. Yeah. And so that's always fun. Running merchandise. And of course, the official Run Disney merchandise, which is highly sought after. And I knew because there hasn't been a Run Disney race over here in 7 years, there would be a high demand for it. And Disney knew that too. So they implemented a virtual queue for most of the time that the expo was happening, especially the first day. And so you had to get up at 7 a.m. and like join the virtual queue, which I did. And I was able to enter at about 1 p.m. and find some things, including this amazing Run Disney jacket. So I got this. It has like the Disneyland half marathon weekend. And then look at the back.
Very retro. And move a little closer to the camera.
Okay.
There you go. There we go.
Good.
Yeah. There you are. All right.
Yeah, it's got this great retro feel to it, and it's got the retro Disneyland logo on all of that merchandise. So that was super cool. I was able to get that. I saw lots of people just grabbing all kinds of stuff and buying all kinds of stuff because it hasn't been back for a while. So I always, even if I'm not running, I love to go to the Run Disney Expo.
Yeah. Yeah, and as Don Glover says,
yes,
they take a lot of money from you for the event, which helps their bottom line. Or did you mean pro for the runners? Well, both.
Yeah.
If they want to keep on doing these races, they're really, really fun. They're really fun to watch. And you get this fun merchandise.
Yeah. And Meredith is saying, show the jacket wrist. So the jacket has like, your little thumb holes so you can be warm, right? But it also has this little spot for your watch or your running device. It's really cool. So you don't have to pull up the whole sleeve to see your watch. It's kind of neat.
And Patty Nazarian says, that jacket is super cute.
Thank you, Patty. Yay.
Like, it's a good color too.
Yeah, well, it's this teal. It's beautiful. They had a black one and I was like, no, I want the teal one. It's so pretty. I know Mom would appreciate that too. My mom loves teal.
All right, where's some of your other high points of the race?
So the Disneyland 10K itself, one of the awesome things about Run Disney races is you get to run in the parks before dawn, before anyone is allowed in. And it's so cool. It's so neat. And you also get to have pictures with characters along the way if you see them. And you can choose to wait in line. And they usually go pretty quick because they're not really traditional character meets. It's like picture, go, picture, go, picture, go. Yeah. So it goes pretty quick.
Yes, they don't want you taking like 4,000 or 5,000 pictures like most people.
Yeah. And then also just running through the streets of Anaheim once you're not in Disney anymore, you run through Anaheim, and the whole city, like the people of the city, really get involved. You have, at least for the half marathon, which I did not run this time, but I know that like various bands and dance troops, of high schools and
Yeah,
things.
a lot of high school groups show up.
They show up,
the
and
cheerleaders, they're the bands, like you said.
Yeah. So
and they're volunteers as well.
The volunteers, yes. And of course, the best part is the feeling of crossing the finish line.
That really is a great feeling. When you see it right there, right coming up, you almost don't want to cross it because you get that last bit of adrenaline.
Yeah.
And you want to savor it. So I know when I was crossing those finish lines, I would tend to walk or crawl.
But you want that cool race photo.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, as with anything, there could be some improvements to this race, especially since it hasn't been there for 7 years. And one of the things they did was they changed the area where the corrals are and where the race begins.
And the corrals, that's where all the runners are staged.
Yes, you usually have like A through F corrals, and the fastest runners are in A and the walkers are in F, or it goes even further back for certain races. So this time, the security line just to get in to the whole race area at 3:30 a.m. in the morning was backed up. Like it took me 20 minutes to get in there. And some people, I guess it took an hour to get through. And at that point, like the race has begun. Like if you're getting,
oh no,
yeah, if you're too far back. So they basically did not have enough lanes open for the amount of people getting through in that small space of time, from the parking garage or wherever that they needed to get to the Run Expo area. So that, unfortunately, it caused me to miss the whole part of the race where you go to like a stage and they do a little warm-up drill, and you kind of get like warmed up, you get motivated, because it was freaking cold, you guys. It was like 42 degrees, and you don't want to like bundle up too much, because when you run, you get all sweaty, and you also have a race costume. At least I do. So I dressed as Robin Hood. Robin Hood was my outfit. And I've been using Crowned Athletics recently. I've gotten into their items, and so I wore a cute shirt from them and a cute race bra, and it was really fun to me.
Go on Facebook, you'll see. Oh, we'll drop a photo one right here.
Yeah, Instagram, at SkywalkingPod or at Jedi Tink. You'll see before, middle, and after photos, plus 2 reels that I did, so you can really get a feel for what the race is like.
Yeah, but if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll drop some of the photos in here.
Absolutely. Oh, Meredith is doing an update. She did run the half marathon, and she said the security was better. And I'm sure it was. They learned their lesson, right? Yeah. So that was fun.
Good for them. All right, now go to more of your experience.
Okay, definitely. So as I said, head to Instagram to see the reels and the pictures, but the 10K race was Donald and Daisy themed. So throughout the course, you have characters along the route that you can choose to stop and take those photo ops. So there were duck characters on the race course. So immediately when we turned in to, after about the first mile and a half, you get into DCA, and all of a sudden I saw this huge long line, and Scrooge McDuck was there, and he looked pretty cool. So Scrooge McDuck, and apparently he traded out with Huey, Dewey, and Louie, which people were going nuts over.
I've never seen those characters out.
And
have you?
I have not.
Oh,
and the
goodness.
line was super long. I never saw them because I only saw Scrooge as I was passing by, and I like didn't. At that point, I was like, no, I want to see if there's a character that I really, really am into. As much as I like Scrooge, and our talk about but the line was super long. Like I would have
risked the balloon ladies to get a picture of Scrooge.
Yeah, it was long. So
Scrooge McDuck and Huey, Dewey, and Louie. How cute is that?
They were pretty cute. They were actually kind of creepy looking, but
oh no,
yeah, their eyes like didn't really. I don't know. You'll have to see pictures. There's some people who posted who did wait in line for Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Also, they had Darkwing Duck and Launchpad McQuack from the Disney afternoon shows. And there was also another duck female character. I had no idea who she was. So I raced past her. So the only characters that I stopped and took a picture for, they were right by Small World Mall, and they were Chip and Dale Rescue
Oh,
Rangers.
so there you go. That's what you needed. That's what you're there for.
Yeah, I was so happy I waited for them. And then also at the finish line, Donald and Daisy were there, like cheering people on at the finish. And I'm so glad before I crossed the finish line, I saw that they were there because I slowed down, like you like to do, right before the finish. And I just kind of took a little video. And right as I was doing that, I'm a Believer comes on. And so Donald is like grooving out to I'm a Believer.
See, Donald and Daisy, they're big Monkees fans.
Yeah, it was so fun. So I got that, and then I ran over the finish line.
Sometimes things just happen for a reason.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you crossed the finish line listening to I'm a Believer.
Yes.
It was the Monkees version, right? With a Smash Mouth?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You know what? It's my birthday. You could have lied to me.
Well, for the real, I put in the Monkees version.
Okay, good.
And Don is asking, was there a benefit to being slow? Actually, it's better if you're in a higher corral at the beginning, so that if you do want to wait for characters, you have a little more leeway to wait. Like my friend Luella, she was in the F corral, the final corral, and she was like too scared to wait for any characters to get pictures.
That's part of the fun.
It is part of the fun.
So if you're in corral A, then there's no lines for any of the characters. But yeah, if you're in corral F,
right,
there's going to be A, B, C, D, so many corrals in front of you.
Yes. All right. And Meredith is asking, was the duck Magica Dispel? I don't think so. I think she was from I don't think it was her, because I've seen pictures of her and it didn't look like her. Okay. So there you go.
I'm sorry I missed it, but I think I was still sleeping when you crossed the finish line.
Yes, you were. I crossed so the race started at, I want to say 5 a.m. I probably began at 5:15. Was it 5 or 6?
Well, I think it was 5, you said.
Yeah, 5. So I probably started at 5:20 because I was in the 4th corral. 5:20, and then I didn't get done because I waited in line for like 20 minutes for Chippendale. I didn't get done until almost 7, I want to say 7 or 7:15, something like that. So it took me about 2 hours.
So most races, you want to get your best time. Right. Not with these Run Disney races.
Oh, no. You want to take your time. You want to take pictures. Like anytime, this is my big tip. Like, don't rush through these races. This is a victory lap. You want to take the time, if you have the time, to maybe go off course, take a picture of the castle, or take some selfies of you and the Adventureland sign, or whatever it is. Like for me, this course went through Batu, and I was so excited to run through Batu in the early morning. In fact, that's one of the main reasons I signed up for this race, was to run through Batu. Also, Avengers Campus. This is the first time you can run through Avengers Campus. So I made sure to take some pictures through Avengers Campus as well. But in Batu, the race course led kind of around Batu, and it didn't go back to the Falcon. Because if you think about it, the Falcon, there's some steps right there. So I don't think the race course could really go that way.
That's true.
But by the Thai Echelon, I was over there, and there was like people waiting in line for the Thai Echelon. So I stopped, got in the line for the Thai Echelon, and then hopped over down to the Falcon. And I was like the only one over there. A cast member saw me but didn't say anything. And I did a little video and a little picture by the Falcon all by myself. I was in the Falcon area.
They're like, oh, that's Sarah Woloski. She's going to do what she's going to do.
Yeah.
She wants to get her shot.
I did. So yeah, you'll see me over by the Falcon. That whole area all to myself. Yeah.
All right. Patty Nazarian is saying in the Sky Chat, I really hope they bring back the Star Wars marathon. Now, this marathon you did was just a Disneyland marathon. No theme. Because in the past they've had Star Wars marathons, Marvel marathons, Princess marathons.
Tinkerbell half marathon was my very first one in 2012. Yeah. So yes, I hope they bring back, but they are having a Halloween half marathon weekend in September.
Well, of course. It's Disney, so I'm surprised they're not doing it in June.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted to do that, but I know I won't.
Right.
But a Halloween marathon, You know what? I may do like the kids what
Kids races.
10 10-foot race. I'll do that.
That's funny. Julie is saying the Disneyland Marathon was the original West Coast half. Yes, that is correct. And it usually happened, I believe, on, I want to say, in August. It usually happened in August. And the Star Wars half marathon was this weekend.
It's always this week. It's always my birthday weekend, which was a whole lot of fun because we got a chance to do a big meetup with people coming in to do the marathons. And then we had a big birthday get together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? In the show, we'll drop in some pictures of all the medals we've won.
Oh my God, it's so many.
Yeah, we get like three walls of
3 racks.
Three racks of all the medals we've won.
We got the Marvel ones
the
on
Marvels,
one.
yes. The Star Wars
on another, and then like the Tinkerbell and the Princess and the random ones that we've done.
So we'll drop those into the YouTube version here.
Yeah. Now, thank you. Julie and Meredith are both saying Labor Day weekend was where the Disneyland half marathon was. That's what
Disney World or Disneyland?
Disneyland.
The Disneyland
was Labor Day weekend.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And then the Marvel marathon, half marathon, was always in November, one of the first weekends that Christmas was happening in the parks. Because I remember turning the corner into Cars Land and it was all Christmas and it was the first time I had seen it. And I was like, oh my God, Christmas.
See, now this is enticing me to go back and do these races. But after that last one, I was ruined.
Oh, I know. It's hard. It's a lot of training.
Yeah. All right. Show us your medal.
I will. Okay. So I got the 10K medal. Like I said, it was duck themed. So here we go. 2024 10K. It's very retro, right? This retro look. And then look, the ducks, Daisy and Donald, are in little run outfits and they're running along the bottom of the track.
They can move.
Yeah.
Look at that.
They're so cute. Oh my gosh. And the castle's in the background.
That's the best part of these races. They give you great shirts and these medals. These are no joke.
Yeah.
Now, these are very, very expensive.
They are. And I got a little pin. That was the Donald and Daisy pin. So very nice.
I know you're paying for it in the overall big picture, but still, those medals are gorgeous. They have moving parts.
Yes. Now there is another option. They do, because of the pandemic, we can thank the pandemic for the fact that Run Disney races all have a virtual component now. So anyone can do these races and get this medal. So that's that's what we might want to do for the Halloween one is you can do it virtually. Now you don't get to run through the parks in the morning, but you don't have to get up at 2:30 a.m.
I'm there. Okay. You sold me you don't need to get up in the morning.
Right? So I know some of you are thinking of it. I know my mom is thinking of doing one of those.
Do you run on Zoom?
You run, you like basically record your run. You can do it on the track. You can do it. You can like walk around the parks for 6 miles or whatever you want. You can go in your neighborhood. You can go anywhere in the world, I think. I don't know where they ship to, but yeah, you can sign up for the virtual. And then you get the race shirt and you get the medal and you get a virtual bib that you can print out. So like for me, we'd get bibs that we could print out. We could go to the gym and run on the treadmill if we wanted at 11 a.m.
Okay.
And not 5 a.m.
You know what? I think I just may do that. And look, I may have a partner.
Yeah.
Your mom.
Yeah. To the 5K. Absolutely.
She wants to do this too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll let you know the signups are not available for that yet. But when they are, you got to be on it. So I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, but you get a race through the park for Halloween.
I know. Got to decide.
When is the sign up for this?
I think it's coming up in like a month or 2.
Okay.
It's usually 8 months out.
Okay, I got a month or 2 to decide if I really want to do this. Right now, it's like yes, but when it comes to that day, it's like no.
Yeah. Yeah, Julie's like, yeah, you could walk through your parks with your virtual bib. Yes, you could.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Meredith is saying about the signups for the Halloween race next month. All right.
Yay.
Oh, Patty Nazarian says in the Sky Chat, this is a great idea.
Yeah.
The Halloween race should take place at night, not the morning.
That would be nice.
It would, but then they would need to shut down the park, and they ain't going to do that.
They're not going to do that.
But still.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really fun after the fact, but man, getting up at 2:30
Yeah,
a.m. was not fun.
No.
And freezing my ass off before we started and getting through that. All the logistics was not fun, but the final time was fun.
All right, I'm not going to do the Halloween race.
Virtual.
I feel like Ross Perot. I'm going to run for president. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Where were you in the mid-'80s?
Oh my God.
All right.
That's
Okay.
hilarious.
All right. So does that wrap up your discussion of the Run Disney race last weekend?
I think it does. Boo, yay.
Nice. All right. Now let's get into the weeds and discuss what you can and can't do with Mickey Mouse.
Nice. Wow, that was like half an hour.
Well,
thanks, guys. That was fun.
Yeah. Thank you, Reynold. Thank you very much.
And thank you all who tune in who know more about Run Disney than I do. So,
yeah. So
yay.
we're recording this a little bit later than we normally. Is this a good time for people? It seems like more people can join in.
Seems like it.
Yeah. So maybe we can do this more at night, but with our schedules.
I know. Well, we get a little tired at night. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we seem tired or do we seem fine? Let us know.
I think we got a lot of adrenaline speaking about that.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Run. Too bad it's not here. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland.
Yeah. All right. So your mom says it's a good time.
Nice.
So
good to know.
That's a good blanket statement. It's a good time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wraps up episode 447 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank our friend and law professor, BJ Priester, for coming on the show and breaking down the ins and outs of public domain. And we want to thank all you Skywalkers who are here with us right now as we do this live on YouTube.
And on your birthday.
And on my birthday, yes. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. We really, really appreciate it. We really appreciate everyone chiming in. And if there's something that we don't know, like when the Run Disney race is happening, when the sign up is, you guys are right on it.
Yeah.
So thank you for being a huge part of the show. And once again, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. So you see all the fun stuff. And as a sneak preview, we have another great episode next week for you soundtrack lovers.
Super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. All right. Well, are you interested in our books? Today in Star Wars history and Skywalking Through My Fandom, an interactive notebook. Well, they are available now from skywalkingthroughneverland.com/book. And if you get them from that website, you get them autographed with maybe a few other extra goodies as well. All right. And also you can support Skywalking Through Neverland. In fact, a lot of you supporters are watching live right now. So thank you so much. For those of you who haven't yet, please consider supporting us through the Skywalking Force. And the Skywalking Force has access to bonus content. They have access to coupon codes for our books. They also have access, like we just sent out some 2 different gifts this year to our Skywalking Force. So thank you. And that bonus content begins at only $5 a month. So you can head to skywalkingforce.com, have a look at the options available, and also huge thank you to those of you who are part of the Skywalking Force.
Now, we also want to thank our sponsor, Small World Vacations, for their support. Thinking of a trip to a Disney park? You can fill out a get a quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free of charge. So check it out and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Now we are part, get ready you guys, we are part of the Skywalking Network. Where you can find other great shows like Talking Apes.
Which we just put out another episode today. We scheduled it for my birthday.
That's right.
The episode went out today. There's also the Max Effects podcast.
The Neverland Clubhouse.
Totally Tell Me Everything.
Star Warsologies.
And the YouTube shows Collectopolis and Today in Star Wars History.
Make sure you check out at Skywalking Pod for X or Twitter, Instagram, all those other options, and also to see the Run Disney pictures and reels. You can also find our Facebook group, Skywalking Through Neverland, and just search Skywalking Through Neverland on YouTube and subscribe. And you can email us, share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com. Meredith says,
Skynet. Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And
always remember
to have a happy birthday.
Yay!
To me.
And
Neverland on Alderaan. All right.
Nice. Good.
There we go. Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
All right, Skywalker.
Jim
wow.
says he loves soundtracks.
Ooh, excellent. Yes.
And then you love next week's show.
Yeah, I gotta do my research and write my notes for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's next on my agenda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone we've been trying to get on the show for a while, and we finally got him.
Mm-hmm. Yay. All right, Skywalkers.
All right, everyone.
We're gonna say good night. Thank you for tuning in. And we love you all.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Birthday streamers.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do like this on like a Monday night.
Yeah, maybe Monday night might be nice. Yeah. Aw, thank you.
Have a good night. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye. Yay.